Good morning children, welcome back to the class. Today we are going to continue our lesson gravitation. What's our lesson? Gravitation. So here we are starting lesson what is our lesson? Gravitation. Now about this point, this topic, what is the gravitation actually, and who explained about gravitation? What is a gravitation and who explained about gravitation? We are going to know now. About, have you heard about Newton? Have you heard about Newton? He explained Newton. Already we discussed about Newton, 3 laws we discussed. So this was same person that Newton explained us about gravitation. And see, we will have two types of, we will discuss acceleration due to gravity. What? Acceleration due to gravity, and one more, universal gravitation. Acceleration due to gravity and universal gravitation. So what is this about the gravitation? See, gravitational force, we will use the word gravitational force. So what is a force actually? What is a force? Force means a push or pull, we know. Force means what? Push or pull. The earth is pulling. See, when a freely falling body, when you throw a ball or any object from certain height, when you are throwing any object from certain height, it is falling onto the earth. Pulling, the earth is pulling. What is that happening when you throw an object? A freely falling body is attracted by the earth. Pulled, attracted, pulling, force. Earth is pulling with some force. What is that force? Gravitational force. The force exerted. Here gravitational force means what here? Gravitational force means what? Gravitational force means what? The force exerted by the earth on any freely falling body. The force exerted by earth on any freely falling body, we will say that force as a gravitational force. Is it So now about forces, if we come to the point about forces, we have seen what forces we discussed. Contact force we discussed, magnetic force, muscular force we discussed, force at a distance we discussed, electrical force we discussed. These are the many consequential forces. We discussed many different types of forces. So among all of them, about gravitational force we are discussing. Now about uniform circular motion. Here about first circular motion. Here already we discussed about different types of motions. We discussed, I said gravitational force is clear now. Circular motion. Circular motion means what? An object which moves in a circular path. Circular motion means what? Any object, moving object, any moving object which is moving in a circular path, we will say that object is in a circular motion. If an object is moving in a circular path, we will say that object is in a circular motion. What? Circular motion. Then same here next what we are discussing? Uniform circular motion. What? Uniform circular motion. Say uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion is the motion of the body with a constant speed. Here motion of a body with a constant speed. See here, what is constant? Constant means not changing, without changing its speed. Object, here we are discussing about moving object. Moving object moving without changing speed in a circular path. Getting? Uniform circular motion. Object moving, say it is going here and there, up, down, like this going. But I am saying that moving body not changing. Constant means not changing the speed. Uniform circular motion, a moving body, a body which is in a motion moving with a constant speed in a circular path. If it is moving in a circular path, then we can say that body is in a uniform circular motion. Uniform circular motion, uniform circular motion. So in here we are having a small activity. You know about electric motors, small motors you are finding in toys, bommalallo electric motors. You take that electric motor, it will be very small, and give, see this, just give connection to the motor, electric motor to work we need connection of a battery compulsory. So give that connection, this electric motor you give connection to the battery. See that upside it will be down and upside it will be sharp edges you are finding. On that you place any plate or wooden plank, small. See that electric motor won't be very big. In toys you are finding electric motors. You know some toys just if you give the key they starts moving. They are moving, in that electric motors are there. So that small electric motor you can find out upside downside it will be sharp. This sharp edge we gave connection to the battery, and at the top upside we are fixing this the sharp edge we are fixing a wooden plank, small piece of wood, or else you take what you can take pad, normal our book pads on that, or else wedding cards, it should be thick inside, it should be thick, don't take paper, it will be flying. So you take any thick small piece of thick paper or else cardboard onto this small piece, we fix it, we fix it to this electric motor, we fix it here in the middle of that cardboard, we fix it into that. Now at this corner, at this one edge of this wooden board or else cardboard or else any sheet, onto that just you keep any piece, small piece, like you take a sharpener, here they have taken wooden block, small piece of a wood, small piece of wood, this one small, here this is electric motor. Now just switch on this. So for that purpose directly you can go with the key here, our understanding. You can remove the connection or else directly you can go with the key. You know about circuit connections. So now when you are switching on the key, electric motor starts moving. How the electric motor starts moving? Like this. What is this path? It will be moving in which path? Say this is fixed, it is fixed. It is straight, it is moving like this. This cardboard, circular path, wooden path, circular plate, what I said, any, just it should be thick in size, thick shape, structure. For example, what I am saying, any our book covers or else cardboard sheet, or else circular plate, any plate, this support, just on that we have taken, they are moving in a circular path. So what to do? For you observe, first after starting this electric motor, just after 1 or 2 rounds completion, you start observing the time. For one round, how much time taking? See, very soon after starting the motor, don't calculate this. After starting the electric motor, you start counting the time. For one round, how much time taking? Again for second round, how much time taking? Again third round, how much time taking? Observe that. See, again you repeat. Again you change the arrangements. Again start once again. Find out. For first round how much time, second round, third round, you are finding that same time. Time is not changing. Time is not changing. That means here this wooden, which is moving here, this is fixed. This circular plate or wooden plank is fixed. Which is moving here? This one. This is moving. This will be free to move. So you are finding that the time taken for one round circular path purpose will not change. For every round, suppose it is taking 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. That means constant speed it is maintaining. It is moving at a constant speed without changing its speed. It is moving, and that too in a circular path. What we can say that as a uniform circular motion. An object which is moving at a constant speed in a circular path, we will say that as a uniform circular motion. What will say it as a uniform circular motion. And here we are having about here about here we are getting know what I am saying, uniform circular path speed. Now acceleration means what? What you know about acceleration? What do you mean by acceleration? Rate of change of velocity. What? Rate of change of velocity is called as an acceleration. Rate of change of velocity is called as an acceleration. So now here Newton explained us about universal gravitational constant. Newton explained about universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant. See, for that purpose you take this is one body and another body. These are at a certain distance, you take D. They are at a certain distance. The gap, there is a gap between them. Two bodies which are moving. What I am saying? We are taking two bodies. One is of mass capital M, another body mass small m. They are separated through a distance small d. So when they are moving in opposite direction. So what is that happening here? Here Newton about gravitational force between them. Here when two bodies are separated through a distance d, the gravitational force, here the force of gravity between them. The force of gravity, what I am saying, observe, the force of gravity between them is directly proportional to, the force of gravity between these two bodies is directly proportional to the product of the masses. Directly proportional to product of their masses, directly proportion. What I am saying, directly proportion. Then again next if you see, inversely proportion to the square of the distance between them. The force of gravity, the gravitational force between them. The gravitational force between them is directly proportional to the product of masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So suppose if this is first equation and second equation, what we can write here from the first and second equations, we can write together. You write m small m by d square. What is this? This is a proportion symbol. What is this? Proportion. What is that? Proportion symbol. Symbol of proportion. So now remove the proportion. According to mass, when you remove the proportion symbol, you can keep any constant. According to mass, when you remove that proportionality symbol, you can keep any constant, means removing symbol we will keep equal to and we will write any letter instead of that. But here according to physics, based on the situation and that topic, we are using some letters. See, I removed the proportionality symbol, I am writing equal to, I am writing G, I am writing G. See, m by d square. See, the gravitational force between two bodies which are separated through a distance d is equal to what we got, G capital M small m by d square. G is called as a proportionality constant. Actually in our situation this is called universal gravitational constant. Capital G is nothing but universal gravitational constant. What? Universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant. F is equal to capital G capital M small m. Or else for your better understanding you write like this, m1 and m2. So you can write what you can write here, m1 m2 by d square. Better you can write your wish. So F is equal to G m1 m2 by d square. G is the universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant, and this is important. G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11. 6.67 into 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11. This Newton meter square by kilogram square. Why? See how I am written this G value. This value you have to remember compulsory. But units how I am written. How I am written G value. How I am written. See units. G is equal to what you can write. Bring this side. F units Newton. D means distance meter square. M1 M2 kilogram square. Distance meter square, Newton meter square per kilogram square, Newton meter square per kilogram square. G value, see G value what? 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. And here, hope all of you are getting. So you know already we discussed about equations of motions. Is it clear? Now I am saying about equations of motion. Just once let me repeat and I will go for the topic. What are our equations of motions? What we are having equations of motions? Equations of motion. What are those? V is equal to U plus AT. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Again v square minus u square equal to 2as. V is equal to u plus at. S is equal to ut plus half at square. V square minus u square equal to 2as. V means see first u means u initial velocity, v final velocity, a acceleration, s. See this is important, not speed, it is displacement. What? Displacement. Still what else? T is the time. S is the displacement. Initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration, displacement, time. These are our equations of motions. So why I said here means because the bodies are in motion, means they are falling. When they are falling, they are having initial velocity, final velocity, they are moving with acceleration there, time there. We are going to discuss about that all. Getting? Thank you.